Interviewing for a job is never a piece of cake. It takes courage, spectacular communication skills, and extensive prep. Well, if you are looking forward to crack that product management interview, this video is for you. Stay tuned.
Audio.
Well, like I said, interviewing for a job is never a piece of cake, right? It is going to take a lot of strength, a lot of determination, a lot of preparations from your end, right? So I'm going to give you the top 10 tips to crack that product management interview. Well, tip number 1 is prep, and more prep. This is the most important rule. If you have the perfect prep, not only will you be able to answer all the questions, but you will also boost, answering the questions will boost your confidence before and during the interview. Make sure to digest the company's website and all the internet sources perfectly to align with their mission, vision, values, and culture. Google is your best friend, right? Read all the recent articles, market research on the topic, and the industry news regarding that particular organization. Tip number 2, get very familiar with their products and services and their competitors, right? I cannot emphasize how important it is to spend a ton of time using their product services and exploring all of the features available. In addition, you should definitely check out their competitors, right? To get a better understanding of the entire ecosystem, right? This will certainly help you to identify areas of improvement and position them in the market, right? Point number 3, brevity, right? Product managers need to have killer communication skills. And let me tell you, how can you develop that? Elevator pitches are always the winner rather than a convoluted proposal, right? With a lot of details filled into it. So, just to think about elevator pitches, if you cannot elaborate your idea in 2 minutes, then it's not a good idea, right? So if you find yourself talking and talking for over 5 minutes, you are probably rambling and you're not able to articulate. So when anyone asks you a question, try to answer that question within 30 seconds to compose their thoughts, right? And to give clear communication without adding any unnecessary information. Point number 4, focus on impact, right? So as you talk about your work experience, it is key to quantify the impact of past accomplishments, right? Like what were the success metrics and your KPIs, how many people used your product and services, how was the product acknowledged by authorities, how much revenue did you bring, how did the product change everybody's life, right? Basically, after you clearly and very briefly explain the project, make sure to follow up with the quantitative impact. Being quantitative is the key. Tip number 5, demonstrate applicable experiences and skills, right? So interviewers like to hear about your past experiences that are relevant to the job position. Here again, relevant to the job position you're applying for. Giving many examples is always very helpful to show how relevant your background and skills are. So you explain your past roles, the skills you acquired, and how you could use them in the future new endeavor. Point number 6, bring new ideas, right? No matter what job you're applying for, you will be hired to make a change in the company, right? You're expected to look at the existing business with fresh and critical eyes in order to generate dozens of ideas and take them to the next level. Point number 7, solve solving problems. Interviewers are interested in knowing how you tackle daily problems and how you'd approach what kind of approach you will take to improve their product. So they try to probe into creativity, scalability, measurability, and feasibility of your answers, right? By asking you problem solving questions. You can also call problem solving questions as critical thinking questions. So make sure you review their product critically, right? Think about the most important things to fix and improve on their platform. Point number 8, stay true to the role, right? Remember what you are interviewing for and what the team does. If you're interviewing for a product role, but you give examples of marketing initiatives to improve their business, then you're not on the right track. Don't answer the questions from the domain of your past expertise, but answer them from the domain of your future role, right? Number nine, curiosity feeds the cat. You think you did a good job and now you're ready to end the interview. Not quite yet. The questions you ask at the end of the interview may make it or break it, right? So make sure you brainstorm a variety of questions in advance to show your interest and curiosity. Refrain from asking questions that can be Googled to get answers, right? The questions you ask will reflect your intelligence, your critical thinking, and your investment in the process, right? So, point number 10, passion. Passion is golden. I get it. If you're not going to tick all the check boxes that the recruiter might need, no one ever does, right? This is where your passion comes into the play. Show them why you care about the mission of the company. Give them examples of things you have learned on the job so that they know you are coachable and you have the ability to learn quickly. Tell them how you go about improving yourself in the areas that you lack experience if you were to get this job. Make sure you have a plan. And in the end, always remember you are a rock star. You've got this. Have confidence. You have absolutely nothing to lose. Well, these were the top 10 pointers that I had to crack that product management job. For more such videos, hit on the like button, hit on the subscribe button so that whenever there's a next video in store, you get notified first. Thank you.